Bad Karma by Caleb Parazette and Jarret Rosenblatt. Exterior psychic office, night. Neon signs in the window read, psychic, tarot reading, palm reading. Interior reading room, night. Starchild, a spiritually wizened, 40-ish woman, sits in an ornate chair in a small room, reading a magazine. There's a tentative knock at the door. Starchild stashes the magazine under the table in front of her and casually gets up to answer the door. Starchild opens the door and smiles brightly at her client, Emina, 30, mysterious and tentative.
You must be Emina.
Hi, Starchild.
Starchild shakes Emina's hand with both of hers.
Welcome. Come in and have a seat.
Interior reading room continuous, dimly atmospheric with a number of candles and incense burning. A large quartz crystal rests on the small table. Emina sits across from Starchild.
So, how may I be of greater assistance?
I'm sorry to bother you in person. I'm having a hard time understanding.
Sometimes it is hard. Just remember, spirit never gives us more than we can handle.
I'm not so sure.
Did you perform the meditation exercise we spoke about?
Yes, I tried, but I just can't shake the feelings. I'm afraid I can't take this much longer.
I understand. I'm here for you now.
Starchild takes Emina's hand compassionately.
I just can't accept what happened. It's been over 10 years and it's haunting me all over again.
Often from our earthly perspective, things look awful. Just awful. But from God's vantage point, it is all perfect.
Perfect? How is this perfect?
We see duality everywhere. Light versus darkness, right versus wrong, good versus evil, but this is all illusion.
But the pain is so real.
Yes, it seems so. However, from a celestial point of view, we would see that the only reality is love.
But I've not felt loved in a very long time.
We must learn to see through the eyes of the divine. Only then will we truly understand the beauty that lies behind everything, seen and unseen.
But why?
All of our human trials happen for a reason. In fact, believe it or not, before you were born, you chose every major event in your life, from your birth to the future day when you will end this earth walk.
But I would never...
You chose those experiences that would get you back to the source. Everyone did. We are all travelers on a mystical journey from the one to the many, back to the one.
I chose this?
Some choose to be princes, other paupers. Some choose to be ballerinas, others bag ladies.
And you are saying that I chose...
You made the heroic choice to be the victim of well-publicized war crimes.
And now we reveal Emina from the front. The right half of her face is grotesquely distorted by third-degree burn scarring.
I honor you for your sacrifice and laud you for your courage. Well done, traveler. Well done.
But they destroyed my entire neighborhood.
No use crying over spilled milk.
They killed every male in our families.
Easy come, easy go.
They abused me for days and then poured gasoline on me and lit me on fire.
No one ever promised you a rose garden.
What?
It's an expression.
A cell phone emits an eerie ringtone. Starchild instinctively reaches for her phone.
Like the ringtone, horror movies are a guilty pleasure of mine. Who would have thunk it? I better get this. It'll just take a sec.
She turns away politely and answers the phone.
Hello, Betty. Is this urgent? I'm in session.
Exterior porch day continuous. Betty, 50, leathery, and smoker-voiced, is having a cig.
The landlord came by, says your rent check bounced again.
Back to reading room.
I see. That is an interesting development. Unfortunately, I will have to call you back.
Back to porch.
Clean up your shit, Gretchen. If I end up back on the street, it'll be your ass.
Back to reading room.
Goodbye, dear friend.
Profane shouts emanate from Starchild's phone before she can end the call. Starchild instantly regains what little composure was lost.
Where were we? Oh, I know what will help you. A copy of my book, Finding Your Divine Purpose.
Starchild scours her bookshelf, unable to find the book, muttering to herself.
The devil. Ah! There it is.
From the top of the bookshelf, she pulls out a blatantly self-published book with a cheesy sky blue cover. Finding Your Divine Purpose. It's easier than you think.
It's easier than you think. My divine purpose.
Yes. Everyone has a divine purpose. Perhaps yours is to show the world how the human spirit can triumph over adversity.
Adversity? Are you serious?
That would be my guess. But you'll have to read my book and do the exercises to know for sure. What do you say? It's only $19.95 and I'll sign it for free.
I spent my last $100 on our phone session.
Oh, you can pay me later.
Starchild hands her the book. Emina takes it reflexively while staring at Starchild in amazement. Emina's expression is a combination of bewilderment and horror.
What is your divine purpose?
Starchild is momentarily thrown, but then she takes a deep breath, closes her eyes, palms up meditatively as if summoning. Her lips quiver and her eyes race around under their lids. After about 10 seconds of Earth time, Starchild folds her hands back onto her lap and opens her eyes.
It seems that my divine purpose is to divert the attention of people like you, while an emerging global corporatocracy conspires to create a neo-feudalistic economic paradigm, rendering most of those fortunate enough to remain employed veritable wage slaves.
What the fuck?
Meanwhile, a relative handful of dark sociopathic overlords will continue to bask in more ill-gotten gain than they and a dozen generations of their offspring could ever hope to spend, all the while dramatically increasing the murderous efficiency of the greed-based economic and environmental exploitation machine that threatens to lay waste to the earth and everything in it.
Starchild smiles.
You've got to be kidding.
Starchild closes her eyes briefly, checking in again.
Nope, that's what I'm getting.
Emina stares off and shakes her head.
This can't be happening.
Relax. God's in charge.
I'm leaving.
Emina gets up and begins to storm out.
Wait! You forgot my book. How will you discover your divine purpose?
Starchild holds the book out, offering it with a smile.
Free of charge. My gift to you.
Emina turns to Starchild, sporting a menacing glare.
You want me to read your book? I don't know why I ever listened to you in the first place. You call that spiritual advice? I can't believe I was so desperate that I actually tried to buy into it. You're not psychic. You're psychotic.
Starchild looks stunned, but only briefly. Her calm demeanor and warm smile quickly return.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Ugh!
Emina storms off, slamming the door as she exits. Starchild stares after her, apparently unmoved. Then she calmly pulls out her cell phone and dials.
Well, look who has time to talk.
Fuck you, Betty.
Starchild ends the call and gently places the phone on the table in front of her. Starchild pulls the magazine out again, casually, and begins to read, leisurely, unruffled. We now see it's a tabloid magazine of some sort with very few words and pages dominated by pictures of, presumably, the rich and famous. Suddenly, Starchild snorts dramatically.
Oh, Lisa. Really? You look like a tramp.
She turns a few pages, speaking to the magazine.
Oh my God. No wonder he left you. You're a cow.
Pause.
Now you just need to go out and find yourself a chubby chaser. Hop to it, girl.
Interior Emina's car, day. Emina sits in her car. She angrily unleashes a torrent of profanity in a Middle Eastern dialect. Suddenly, she stops. She smiles. Interior reading room, night. Starchild continues to offer up insights to the magazine's celebs.
Tom, please, put your shirt back on. While you're at it, how about coming out of the closet? You're not fooling anyone.
The door opens.
Hello?
Emina walks into the room holding a red gasoline can in her hand and looking possessed.
Oh, Emina, this isn't you. You are a beautiful...
Emina douses Starchild with gasoline.
Hey now, that's enough.
Emina drops the gas can. She pulls out a box of matches. She removes a match from the box.
Emina, this next step is a doozy. Trust me, you do not want this on your karmic record.
Emina touches the match head to the box. She holds them both towards Starchild.
Remember, you chose this.
Emina flicks the match towards Starchild. It lights in the air. The shot is engulfed by flames. Cut to black.